Okay, all of you, I'm sure, have gotten a call, cold calls before from bank, from whoever tried to sell you things, right? You listen to their voices. Do they say, hello, can I speak to Mr. Blah blah blah? No, they're usually very chirpy. Hi, good afternoon, my name is blah blah blah. Can I speak to blah blah blah? Very, very animated voice, right? You know why? Because they got mirror in front of them to look at themselves. Because I train telemarketing team also. So I asked them to put mirrors so that when you smile, your projection is very different. Okay? So that is all, it matters when you speak to a person. I will go into details sometime, not today, because we are running out of time. Like I said, my lesson is usually about 8 hours. But now very quickly, meet and greet, you have to do it properly. Eyes, where do you see? You know where to see. I don't have to teach you this. But again, sometimes people get very distracted. Yes, it's a normal thing. Again, decision of the prospect, I already said, warm up. Okay, what is warm up? This one something, or somebody just told me during break. Somebody said, I don't know what to talk about. What to talk about? How long is warm up before you start to pitch? Or how long is warm up like? What? 2 weeks? Oh, that's very long. That's very long. 40 days. Macam kena quarantine. Okay, so how long? Okay, my answer is this, as long as it takes. Because you can warm up to the person, okay, ready with you, then you think you start to pitch ready, the person can close. Right? Can shut themselves off. So warm up takes eternity. You always have to be warm to them. So but what do we talk about during warm up? Anyone? What do we talk about? What do you talk about? Okay? Family, sama? What? Too bright. Can we switch that off, please? Or just turn off the light? Yeah, not the light. Okay, turn on the light, then projector off.
Projector.
Somebody said family. Okay, some more? What? Favorite. Meaning hobbies? Interest, yeah, some more? To make things easier, not say I create this, but this has been taught at many places. We use this FORM. It's very easy to remember. Families, occupation, recreation, motivation. Some people, they are not motivated by money. So I use motivation. It could be some other thing. Some people are motivated by their children. Right? Okay? Too bright. That's it? Switch it off?
Off.
Switch it off. Okay, good. So this is what we talk about. How long does it take? Again, forever. At this point of time, you are also doing what? Collecting ammo. Oh, no, not ammo. Ammunition. Ammunition is what? Bullets. Bombs. Okay? You're collecting information at the front. You're finding out about who the person is, occupation. He could be a policeman, he could be a teacher. So in one of the books that I read is called The Opponent. If you can find a book. It's about sales, it's the opponent. So because the person who's sitting in front of you is your opponent, in a very friendly way, your prospect is your opponent. How do we talk to an opponent? Which kind of opponent do we have? This is how you find out about them. This is when you find out about them. You read it. But again, when you do this, how do you do this? Cakap senang. When we talk, it's easy. Oh, talk about family, talk about occupation, recreation, and motivation. But a lot of time we do it, some people or most people do it wrong. They ask questions to the person. So what are you working as?
What are you doing now?
What are you doing now? It's the same question, right? But why not you ask question, or why not you offer yourself first? And I've been doing this for a few months now, but previously I was doing something else. I'm offering myself first.
What about you?
What are you currently doing now? Now, because then he or she feels that, hey, you're having conversation there, not questioning, not interrogation. You don't want them to feel like being interrogated. Okay? Always during doing this, always offer yourself first. Your stories first. Okay? Families, you know what to talk about lah, huh? Recreation. I remember one time when I do door knocking. Very similar to the oil and gas guy. When I go inside the house, because a lot of showcases, they've got a lot of collectors' toys. Same thing. I went to the toys. I start to look at the toys and all. I know this is his hobby, so we know his hobby. So I talk about the toys, and thankfully I got some knowledge because I did work at Toys R Us before. So I say, oh, this is Top Max Harlin Spawn. Oh, you know? I say, yeah, of course I know. Oh, this is good. Then already you got leverage over them. They know, hey, this is somebody that can talk to about this, because a lot of his friends, when you talk about this, they don't know. So already he took me as a friend. So I find out more. Then I know this is an expensive habit. I found out about his financial too. At the same time, you can all this you can link to find out about. This is all you need to do. You find out about how much you think they will be able to spend. Because you're telling me, okay, I'm a police officer for 21 years, and you can agak, what's the rank now? You can agak what kind of money he's bringing back home. Then you also ask how much. Then you can tell really what. Towards the end, these are what I call is your ammunition. This is your ammo for you to shoot him or her in the back. Again, there's nothing wrong with it. This is just sales technique. Okay, it's nothing like doing something bad. No? This is about sales technique. Because you have all the information. If they tell, oh, I got no money. Then how? Okay, I was just talking to somebody. There's only 2 reasons why people don't buy from you. Can somebody tell me what's the 2 reasons? Only 2 reasons why people don't buy from you.
No money.
No money, yes?
No trust.
No trust. That's the only 2 reasons. Either they really don't have money, you cannot squeeze them like how also. Maybe they got a lot of debts around. That's one. They can't really spend. There's no point pushing. Unless you are really an evil person, you tell them, go and take loan, buy a center. Yeah, unless you're very evil. Otherwise, the other one is actually because they don't have trust. So what do you do when they don't have trust? Find out what is stopping them. What is the thing, what is one trigger point, the pinpoints that they don't tell you. What is it that you're stopping them from buying? Need to find out, then work on it. You identify the issue, you work, you give the solution to the issue. I give you an example. Why I'm giving you an example, some people still see it very vaguely. They don't know what I'm talking about. Okay? But sometimes if you notice, I'm giving a lot of scenarios. I give scenarios, people understand it better. Okay? Now I'll give you a scenario. My late father, when he was 75, he passed on when he was 80. 5 years prior to that, when he was 75, he had never been to any hospital or see a doctor before. Very traditional man. Don't like Western doctors. So he was sick for a few months. And I only found out later that he was sick. He got coughing, he was limping, but he don't want to go see doctor. So then my other siblings was like pushing, and at the end of the day, they are like very roughly said, the gill. They always say the old people stubborn. The more the old people close, don't want to listen to you at all. So one day I came, after a few months I found out that he was very sick. I mean, I've seen him, but I don't really know that he was sick. Then they told me that he was sick. I came to him, I started talking to him. I mean, he likes to lepak up with me and drink coffee and all with me. Because I always talk to him the way I talk to any adult or any elderly now. I love old people, meaning like give him a lot of respect to them. So he likes to talk to me because I'm very smooth, very lembut with him actually. So when my father talked to me, I asked him this, "Pak, can you tell me why you don't want to go hospital? because I want to identify the problem.